This is the final part of Labyrinth of Lies. It's probably going to be a long one because there are many puzzles in the end game. So we can't get out through the lift.
Locked. Oh, they must really want me stuck down here.
Can't get out through there. Can we talk to people?
I'm not answering my phone right now. Feel free to leave your
Oh.
best guess as to why not after the beep.
Of course. No one's answering.
You've reached Melina Rossi's personal phone. Please direct all matters related to the museum to the main office line listed on our website.
Of course, that's what always happens. But I guess we can look at the diary in case we are confused about anything. But, okay, so we still haven't gotten into this box, which happens to be the box we need to get into. We need seeds for this, because that's what this is talking about. Still can't get in there. My theory for that is that they never built that part of the set, because why would they need Elysium when they have the Persephone and Hades story, which is all in the underworld. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I cannot remember what to do here. Uh-oh. So the code is 72914. So we can
Cute
trap
trick.
him.
You better get used to being in a cage.
No, I don't think I will. You should get used to the world underground. You'll never see the sun again.
That's pretty confident for a man trapped in a cage.
Caged like an animal, perhaps? Like a mad hound? My eyes searching wildly for the weak seams of my captivity? Blood still wet on my teeth?
Still trapped in a cage.
How many heads did Cerberus have? 3? I am but one of 3, and I will not be caged for long.
The growl and bark, that kills me every time. Oh my gosh, so silly. Okay. So this is where that code is, by the way. 72914 is the activation code for the cage. And we don't want to talk to him.
Can't check that off
So
yet.
we're really just roaming around because there's literally nothing we can do. This is still locked. So if we go back,
Thanos escaped.
we see that he's gone, but he dropped these marbles. So, actually we don't need seeds for the judges thing, we just need these marbles.
One of these stones weighs more than the others. I need to figure out which one.
This is very similar to a puzzle in Tomb of the Lost Queen. Basically, what I do is... So basically you have to figure out which one oh gosh. Is it weighs the least? I think it's weighs the least. I hope it's weighs the least. Oh, sorry. You're supposed to find the one that will weigh more than the others. So, and you have 2 chances. So, first chance you do this. One of our lights went away, so I know one of the white beads is gonna weigh more. So take these out. And put 2 over here. Take these out. And then it's just a total blind guess over which one because we don't have another chance.
Yes!
And I got lucky.
This isn't good.
Okay, so these are notes between Xenia and Thanos. From now on, no talking, nothing with a digital footprint. Any updates to the schedule go here. Done. Niobe's debts are covered and she's been provided with a Brazilian passport and the title to her new studio. If she poses any problems, I'll make her watch me burn the deed first and the passport second. Good, she's welcome to take the fall, but she's smarter than that. Gregor has established connection with his fence and has the network in place to liquidate all the originals within 12 hours of opening curtain. Gregor has also set up financials. He will demand a 50% cut, but we will accept a third. My driver will leave the transaction information in our hotel safe in Basel. I guess technically we don't know this is Xenia yet, so sorry for that mild spoiler, but you find out at the end of this note. Gregor wants insurance on his funds. He'll be smart to keep himself busy in his work. Gregor threatened to pull his fence connections. He's cut out. I'll bring in my own team. We'll move the freight piece by piece. We lose what we lose. I can bring him under control. Do that, but he's cut out. We take no chances. Niobe's work is on schedule. The Drew girl has even given her access to a few new pieces. This will make up for any losses from Niobe's outburst. Gregor knows we're cutting him out. I don't know how. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of the girl too. Xenia, walk, don't run. Think everything through. I don't need to think. I know how everything ends. Follow the plan, swap the replicas, see that the cameras are cut, and load the vans. I'll find you when the curtain drops. What do you want me to do with the artwork Melina's been tracking? Hide it in her office. I like the way you think up your little plans. I like the way you carry them out. Well, now, my dear king of the underworld, will never be royalty, but follow what I say, and soon we'll be just as rich. Villain couple!
This shows how they're sneaking the real art out during the production.
Not sure how this... Oh, I see. This is the stage and all the sets. And one of the sets, has the thing to the museum. Okay.
Xenia, did you bring me here?
Yes.
Thanos trapped me here.
Shh. I know. And I know you don't really believe I'll help you.
It's not too late to turn back. You're not like them.
Of course I'm not. I'm smarter. I've got Niobe under my thumb, Thanos wrapped around my finger, and my heel on your throat.
What about Gregor?
Someone has to take the fall. He figured that out. But it's too late. I'm too many steps ahead. With good behavior, he'll find his cut waiting for him in 20 years. If he's smart. If not, he'll be keeping you company down here.
What do you intend to do to me?
It's funny how no one remembers the end of Persephone's story. She came into Hades a trembling maiden, but in Hades, she became the Queen of Death. Me? I've always been the Queen.
Okay, so this is when we find out
I
Xenia...
bet these rings spell something.
Xenia is the true villain. And she planned all of this out, and her and Thanos are working together, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this puzzle is another really tricky puzzle. Nancy says, I bet they spell something out. Yes. But what? What do they spell out? Well, every time I play this, I get confused because I think it's going from left to right, but it's really going the other way, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it is going this way. really you just need to get one letter, or I'm sorry, one word, and I think that the rest will fall into place. The other hint is, and I think
That's done. Can't check. Haven't done that.
when you do junior, or when you do amateur detective, you get hints. I think one of the hints is like, try words from the game or from Greek mythology. So this is the answer. Don't know what those
Finally.
mean, but
Time to put a stop to their production.
basically the first word that goes from like up and down is agora, and then all the others will fall into place. Okay, so we need to look at a few things here. First off, we need these from Hades' throne, and there's a cool pomegranate there, very Hades and Persephone. Okay, and then back
They
here
might be using that van to smuggle the art out.
is all of their stuff, and then there's
Whoa.
a
Gregor must be pretty certain the plan's falling apart.
letter from Gregor. Dear law enforcement officer, I'm probably dead, or I'll soon be dead. Please take a moment to grieve before moving on. I wasn't a saint in life, but I'm worth a moment of half-hearted silence. Thank you. It's a rough life for a murder victim, and you've brought a ray of life into my presumed non-existence. I was killed by Thanos Ganas, following the attempted or successful heist of art from the Phidias Cultural Center. I had intended to get away with the theft, but if you're reading this, something went very wrong. I'm going to confess to everything because I bet I hated getting murdered, and I'd like some revenge. We were brought together by an unknown group, most likely Thanos' connections in organized crime. I didn't want to know. Even if I'm dead, I don't want to know. We posed as actors to gain access to the museum. Thanos found an artist and threatened her until she agreed to replicate the art. You can find her easily if you try, but don't. She is a nice woman who only wanted to stay alive. I hope she was able to. Xenia Dukas was brought in to act as our director and communicate with the museum. Again, I didn't ask for more than I needed to know. I was to be the fence, but then I died, so I guess I don't mind the self-incrimination. Thanos was there to keep us in line, I think. He didn't speak much beyond pointing out how easily he could kill me. I'll give him credit for consistency. We planned to make copies of as much art as we could and sneak it out during the first show, then immediately flee the country, land in the safe house, and broker the sales. This didn't happen. I don't know where Thanos went. I don't know who else he killed. I do know that if you identify the fake art, you'll find your way to the buyers, and they'll lead you to Thanos and Xenia. Sorry I was a criminal when I was alive. I showed up late to the job fair, I guess. Hermes. P.S. Hey, Mr. T and Miss X, like my note? I bet you do not. Just to be clear, if I don't check in with my contacts every day, my epistle defense system kicks into action, and letters like this will hit the desks of cops and bounty hunters around the globe. I advise against killing me, but the choice is yours. Okay, so I guess Xenia didn't put them together, but she's definitely, like, the mastermind. Okay, wow. So much.
It looks like matching the pieces to the bases will raise the stones.
So we're trapped on the other side now. We need to get out. And this is a very tricky puzzle, but it's actually really fun. So like this one, as you can see, is working for that, but we need to get all these to work. So to flip them, you just do this over and over again. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. How do I get... So close. Oh, yes, we did it. Okay. Yes. That might actually be one of my favorite puzzles in this game, and I've never seen another puzzle like that in any of the other Nancy Drew games.
I can't get it open.
So,
If I follow Gregor's clues, I should be able to figure out where to place the seeds.
this puzzle is going to take a long time. Basically, we have to place the colored seeds in the correct hexagon. Tiles with one hint color mean all adjoining tiles are that color. So, I'm trying to find an example of that. Okay, so this yellow one, we know all of these are three. All these three are yellow because that had 3 yellow circles. And I do not see another one like that. This, for example, I know this is pink because all 3 of these are pink. But yeah, this is tricky and it takes quite a while. I'm trying to think. This is probably red. Nope. Never mind. It's pink. If you mess up, you get a red failure, and you can only get 6 before you have to start all over again. So that's fun. Okay, what to do next? I mean, I would like to think this is red. This has to be red. Yeah, okay. Not very helpful. Okay, this one's easy because I know all of these are pink now. We know this is yellow. It's easy when there are only 2 colors in a hexagon because then you know, or I'm sorry, 2 of the same color or 1 of the same color. Okay, that was a total guess. Red, I don't know. Where does red go? No, it can't go there. It has to be that one. Okay, good. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to take a guess that this is pink. Oh wow, I was right. Yay, okay, 2 puzzles down.
Intermission is over. Please return to your seats.
I need to catch them before the show ends. I'd better hurry.
Wow, they're already through intermission. Okay, so what we were trying to do before we got knocked out is take this.
I need to fully charge the signal.
I also do not like this one. Okay, so that's a good one. Oh, well, okay. Ooh, that was a really good one. Oh, gosh. These are bad.
All right. The lift should be working again now.
Okay, wow. Sorry that took so long. Oh my goodness. We need to end this game.
I beg you, Hermes, bring her back to me.
Dear Demeter, it is out of my grasp.
Think carefully, girl.
Hades, take her away!
Sorry, Xenia. There's been a last-minute script change.
Have you lost your mind? Let her speak, daughter.
A daring art heist will not be seen in this evening's production. Instead, a killer, mastermind, grifter, and lost artist will tell the tale of how they almost stole an entire collection of rare art.
She's lying!
That's for the audience and the police to decide. Hermes, how does this story end?
In some versions, the dark forces of the underworld prevail, but not today.
Everyone claps.
Dear Ned, the world premiere of Persephone in Winter was surprisingly well received. Although now that most of the cast is in custody, I doubt there will be an encore performance anytime soon. After initial investigation, authorities now believe Xenia began selling stolen art during college. You could say she was something of a prodigy, I guess. Through connections she made selling stolen art, she was eventually introduced to Kronos, and by extension, Thanos. From there, the heist took shape. Xenia orchestrated the operation, and Thanos scared off anyone and everyone who would get in the way. When Melina couldn't be chased away, she was sent on a wild goose chase to track down jewelry that had never gone missing in the first place. The only hitch in their production was, well, me. The outcome of Xenia's trial is still unknown, but I have a strong hunch we're going to be in for a very long winter. Thanos was taken into custody along with the rest of the cast, but it appears he did actually have some friends in the local police force. He's on the network's radar, and they hope to bring him to justice soon. Gregor is currently serving time for his part in the attempted heist. With Thanos on the loose, jail may be the safest place for Gregor to be. He wrote me to say he's spending his time setting aside the many characters he's played, and for once focusing on the man he'd like to become once he's released. If the rumors I heard about his plea deal are to be believed, I'd say he's off to a wonderful start. Niobe admitted her part in the heist and was sentenced to probation and work release. Although she won't admit it, Niobe firmly believes Gregor's plea deal led to her light sentence. She may have lost her place in the art world, but it seems she's finding her place in the real world. For Melina, it turned out that a foiled art heist is the best possible way to advertise a new exhibit. When the crowds came, Melina was ready, and life in ancient Greece was a resounding hit. Attendance levels are at an all-time high, and Melina couldn't be happier. After leaving Greece, I met up with Frank and Joe, and we concocted a heist of our own. I can't share all of the details, but it involves smuggling out one of Emerson's priceless Nickersons during semester break. I could tell you more, but I'd hate to ruin the surprise. Love, Nancy. P.S. I'm serious. Pack a bag, unlock your windows, and burn this letter immediately.
Okay, so I guess that was the surprise that Frank was talking about. It didn't have to do anything with Midnight Salem. Okay, I don't know the answer to this. That definitely wasn't the answer. Okay, here are the awards. Restoring culture, 1 pixel at a time. Yeah, I did not get an Easter egg. I have always wanted to get Previewer. I think it's Previewer, which is listening to all of the audios that the cast makes. And I think that I got it once, but you have to like go back at the very end of the game, like before you get trapped in the underworld. And I think there are 2 more, but I could be wrong.
Long ago, in Iceland's longest night, when volcanic ash blanketed the world in darkness and terror, a starving village was spared by the wreck of one lost ship. Centuries later, the ship has returned, unmanned and unmoored, flying across the crashing sea. Join me on my next adventure. Sea of Darkness.
I love Sea of Darkness. It is probably my favorite game of like the new, well, they're not new anymore, but it's a really, I love that game. It's in Iceland, which is really fun, and I don't know, the characters are cool, the setting is cool, the mystery is very interesting. So I'm excited to do that walkthrough, but that was Labyrinth of Lies. Kind of a crazy game. I feel like Her Interactive kind of, not copied, but made it sort of similar to Phantom of Venice, because the whole plot is like this group of criminals working together to steal art. And that's kind of how Phantom of Venice is too. And also like there's a female villain kind of leading the whole thing. So yeah, I don't know. But it's fun because it's in Greece, and I do love all of the puzzles and mythology references. Some of the puzzles are too hard or not too hard, they're just like too time consuming. Which is annoying, but that's like only 2 or 3 puzzles that are like that, and the rest are really fun. So yeah, that was Labyrinth of Lies, and next is Sea of Darkness, and that is the last game before Her Interactive kind of like took a break, or like they took a long break between, Sea of Darkness and Midnight in Salem, and Midnight in Salem is just very different. So Sea of Darkness is kind of like the last of the games that I really love. However, I will be doing a walkthrough for Midnight in Salem and Mystery of the Seven Keys, even though I've only played that one once, so that will be interesting. But yeah, next is Sea of Darkness, and I really love that game. It's super fun. So stay tuned for that walkthrough.